Hey guys, how you doing? Sean here. Not going to even really bother prettying this one up. So I just want to give you guys a quick rundown on connectivity and what you guys can do to sort of troubleshoot it. Now, with playing online with people, obviously the first port of call is to try NAT punch through, but bear in mind you do generally also want your ports forwarded if you're playing cross-continent. Um, as well as also have exceptions with your antivirus and firewall in order for the game to actually function appropriately. You can also try the UPnP feature, but it actually requires a dedicated router function, and not everybody has it. Likewise, there's also the manual UDP setup, but it tends to be a little bit spottier than NAT punch through in the sense that you definitely need to have your ports forwarded. But sometimes, for people with their ports forwarded, it offers better reliability than NAT punch throughs from time to time. So either of those two options tend to be the way to go over UPnP. The other option people will use to get online games only is basically create a sort of a fake LAN network, or just like a virtual LAN network, sorry, is the way to put it. There's Hamachi is the main one, so basically if they click LAN, that'd be a Hamachi network here, they'd all select, and they'd all have to be connected to the Hamachi network, obviously. The other thing is, if you're playing, actual LAN, you go to Ethernet, and there you go. But anyway, I'm just going to leave it with this. With other, you can actually directly connect to someone. I'm not sure whether that's actually over LAN or WAN. I've never experimented with that myself. But anyway, guys, that's a bit of a quick wrap up on how this side of things works. In terms of in-game, if you're also having connectivity problems, the first thing that you can really look at doing is restarting your queue, or if it's, say, a co-op or arena, swapping hosts. Sometimes the game is just fussy about who's host, and usually it's the person with worst connection needs to be host, I think is generally what the problem is, just because of how finicky it is and how often it needs to get the packets through for it to not just shit itself and die. It's just to do with the way the peer-to-peer connections, were designed with the game engine, in short. The other things that you can look at trying are obviously re-logging and restarting, particularly if you've played multiple games in that session already, and particularly if you've had people that have disconnected on you, or if you've queued into people that are notoriously spotty with their connections and had it play up a handful of times, because those seem to almost spread it like a virus in a sense. And times when things like you notice that your UI might be playing up, I tend to notice that I also have connectivity problems around the same time, and it's typically because I've been playing for about 2 hours, had someone crash in a game on me or something of that nature, been in and out of a whole bunch of games, AFK'd and come back, whatever have you, and now all of a sudden things are just starting to play up. So just bear in mind, sometimes you just need to restart the game or relog, or even, just requeue or swap hosts. But thanks, guys.